Check, check, check. Hello. Check, check, check. Hello. All right. We are live again. Oh, thanks, Hunter Fontaine, for loving my video on Lateralis. All right, let's get started here. You know, I should put, maybe I'll put a disclaimer somewhere, but oh well. Requests, we'll get to this early. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have that many plans for my videos, and I don't really take requests, so I appreciate hearing them. I might do a video on Across the Universe, but also the Beatles are really, really hard to do on YouTube. I've had Beatles songs blocked on YouTube for 3 seconds of music. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna do. I don't know. I could do a video on Stevie Ray Vaughan. I could not. I really don't know. I don't plan ahead with my stuff. I do videos when they kind of when the moment seems right to me. So I'm glad you listened to Kendrick Lamar. To Pimp a Butterfly is honestly one of the most incredible albums I've ever heard in my life. It completely floored me the first time I listened to it, and it still floors me to this day. No, I've never listened to much Bright Eyes, actually. Oh, that is nice tea. Oh, I made myself some ginger tea. Ideally that image would be bigger. I don't like blowing images up too much, but the noise aesthetic might work for this. How's this look at 100%? I mean, the nice thing about thumbnails, in my videos I really don't like blowing stuff up, but in thumbnails I don't mind quite as much because you're usually seeing them smaller, so it's not as big of a deal. Do I do my graphics or thumbnails first? I usually do my thumbnails first, actually. My thumbnails usually are how I kind of suss out what I want the aesthetic of a video to be. And that's what I'm kind of doing with this one. Yeah, I saw that Dreams charted again, which is awesome because Dreams is a great song. I think this thumbnail is going to be a little easier to make than other stuff. This thumbnail is it's going to be a pretty straightforward one, but I might play around with an idea I've got for this. I like gorillas. How do I find new music? Spotify a lot. I listen to the radio. I love the radio. If any of you are Canadian, I'm a huge fan of CBC Radio 2. Actually, I guess I'm a fan of it if you're not Canadian either. I'm gonna say this, Bobby Garza, and this is nothing against you personally, but people who say blank video win, in my mind, that is the rudest way that you can ask for a video. I really don't appreciate when people ask that way. It's nothing. It just kind of seems presumptuous to me, and I don't like that. How do I come up with ideas for video essays? I listen to music. I get ripped and listen to music and see what happens. Yeah, there's a decent amount of Quebecois music in Canada. Carquois are a really good Quebecois band. Please make a video related to India. I really want to make a video on how how Indian music influenced the psychedelic movement, because that's like, I mean, the Beatles, like the Stones, I mean, Zombies, 13th Floor Elevators, all of these psychedelic bands had a ton of influence from psychedelic music. Maybe I don't even need 27 Club. I think I can just No, you do not need to get ripped to think of ideas for music. That was mostly a joke. I think of a lot of ideas. A lot of ideas just it's kind of just me listening to music and seeing what it does to me. I need to find a good font for this. I've been using Gothicus a lot lately, but I don't think it's quite the aesthetic we're going for. The other video that I was working on in the live stream, I was working on the ad read for my Hendrix video, and that came out, and then I was working on the thumbnail for my Crossroads video, which is coming out in at the end of October. I generally work a few weeks in advance. What do I think of Ween? I don't really think of Ween much. Yeah, I've made a video on a musical theater album. I've made a video on Jesus Christ Superstar. I should make another Radiohead video? I haven't made a first Radiohead video, so You found me by the movie Big Short? How'd you... Hey, Diego from Brazil, how did you find me from the Big Short? I'm not in the Big Short, am I? Have I considered a video on George Gershwin? I have done a video kind of on Gershwin. I did a video about Summertime. I'll probably make more Pink Floyd content eventually, but I just did a ton of Pink Floyd content, so I'm a little Pink Floyded out. I might get your guys' opinion on fonts in a little bit, but I'm still in a very early stage here where I'm still playing around with options. $5 and you can put me in. I would definitely do another Talking Heads video. I love the Talking Heads. I might talk about them. I kind of want to do a video. I kind of want to do a video about Fela Kuti and his influences. And his influence, and that would brush very closely up with the Talking Heads. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do more lyrical dive videos. The reception on that was really great. I might do a Dylan, or I might do a Joni Mitchell one. Maybe I'll put some Joni Mitchell on after. I'm all about chill vibes this stream. Infamous music, that's kind of the idea of these live streams. The idea is kind of that you can look behind the process. I'd love to edit video on live stream, but my computer can't handle that. I put together an ad read, and it was painfully slow, but I can Photoshop, and a lot of what I do visually in Photoshop I just kind of repeat in my videos. I am making this video, and it's coming out November 12th. My favorite Arctic Monkeys album is AM. I'm doing all right. I've done a video on the Killers, Dr. Idol. People need to stop asking me if I'll ever do a video on things that I've done a video with. It's really, really obnoxious. Please, before you ask if I'll do a video on something, please just friggin' Google. Go onto YouTube and search Polyphonic The Killers, and you'll see that I've done a video on the Killers. Again, Camilla, I mean, I love you guys. I'm not meaning to put you guys completely on blast here. But seriously, like I've done a video on Janelle Monáe. I don't want to put people on blast, but I'm probably going to put I love all of you, and I'm glad that you guys have interest in my stuff. I'm really not trying to be mean about this stuff, but every time I stream, I get like 100 people commenting saying, "Can you do a video on this?" No worries, Camilla. It's honestly, and honestly, I'm gonna do, and no worries either, Dr. Idol. I'm probably gonna do another Janelle Monáe video sometime. Janelle Monáe is one of my favorite. She's one of my favorite artists working right now. What do I want? I think I need to find a new font for this. Why is that? Whoa. Oh, no worries at all. How can you download the Hendrix video thumb to use as a wallpaper? I don't know. I could post some stuff as wallpapers. Alright, idiot circuses, here you go. I'm using Adobe Photoshop right now. Adam Neely's sick. I'm kind of working on a video collaborating with him a little bit right now. I need some film textures on here. Who's your favorite member of the 27 Club is a fucking dark question, man. Oh, who's my favorite musician who died early because we have a culture that stigmatizes mental health? I don't know. Whiplash is not my favorite movie because The Princess Bride is better. Yeah, I've considered doing the clipping mask thing, Camilla. That's a good idea. I might try with that later. Padge, I've done a lot of movies about 60s psychedelic bands, but White Rabbit is the one you should watch. The last few bricks, my music takes are not gospel. I'm allowed to like things that you don't like. So what I said about Billy Joel is I said The Stranger is an incredible album and the rest of Billy Joel's career leaves a lot to be desired from me. Yeah, I played some Guitar Hero. I don't have thoughts on Billboard's 500 greatest albums. Frankly, I don't like ranking videos. Brian Wilson's awesome. No, I don't really watch Fantano. I mean, I've watched some of his stuff, but I don't really. I've done a video about the killers. Guys. Guys. Seriously. So sorry, Billy. I can't answer every question at once. That's like there's a deluge of 100 people asking questions. I'm trying to get them all, but I'm going to miss some. Jesus. Yeah, I like Radiohead. Yes, Doc, I am like a second grade teacher trying to contain the wild students, and I am failing. What events led to me wanting to start a YouTube channel was me not liking there not being the content that I wanted out there on YouTube. So I was like, well, that's fine. If other people aren't making it, I'll make it. Oh, what do I think about Low? Low is great. Yeah, you can follow me on Spotify at Watch Polyphonic. I've got a couple playlists there. I should be better at building them. Camilla, you have good ideas. So my thought process on making a thumbnail is different than most people. Most people, when they make thumbnails, are kind of concerned with most people are concerned with making it clickable. I don't care about if my thumbnails are clickable. It's probably to my detriment. I'd probably have a lot more followers if I cared more about making my videos clickable. But my thumbnails clickable. But I use my thumbnails. I like my thumbnails to kind of promise the aesthetic that's coming in the video, and I also kind of use my thumbnails to figure out what that look is going to be. I'm sure my videos aren't my thumbnails. I'd rather have thumbnails that look good and are clickable than and aren't clickable than thumbnails that will get me 1 million views or whatever. I don't care that much. I think my thumbnails are good. Make no mistake. I think my thumbnails are really good. But there's a difference between good thumbnails and thumbnails that people click on. There's a lot of data on this stuff. Like people click on yellow thumbnails more often. People click on thumbnails with human faces. People click on thumbnails with various other things. I need to start a garden. I need to start a garden. Start a garden. I could try to make this yellow. Then that's... Do I regularly wear a watch? No, I don't wear any jewelry. Oh, that yellow actually looks pretty fucking tight. Not gonna lie. the best decade for music is right now the best decade for music is the 2020s, because you can watch music, you can listen to music from any time in history, including the 2020s. The next best decade is going to be the 2030s, if we make it, because then you'll be able to listen to all of the music from the 2030s. The best time to listen to music is right now. There has never been a better time to listen to music. The only problem actually with music in this decade is, like so many things, thanks to COVID, the music ecosystem is really struggling, because musicians don't make money off streaming. Um uh so musicians, the model for independent musicians to make money is on merch sales and touring, and they can't tour now, and they sell a ton of MK Ultra, that is you gatekeeping. Let people like music. I am vehemently against gatekeeping. Um but what I was saying is, please support independent bands. Please buy their stuff off Bandcamp. Please buy merch. Please buy albums. Like if indie music is going to continue through the pandemic, you need to support independent musicians. And someone asked what I think of teenage pop stars like Billie Eilish. I think Billie Eilish is fucking insanely talented, and people need to get right the hell off her back. Hot take: In Utero is the best Nirvana album. Yeah, I listen to vinyl. I want to do a video about why I listen to vinyl at some point. How do I lock a layer? There we go. Okay, yeah, I love Flight of the Conchords. I've wanted to do a video on them, but turns out when you do videos explaining why things are funny, they cease to be funny, so it's not great. Padge, that's a dumb question. I've done a video on Kurt Cobain. Of course I think he was a genius. So MVS asks guilty pleasure song. I don't believe in guilty pleasure songs. I don't think you should feel guilty about any music you like. I think people should celebrate any music at all that they like and should feel no guilt about it. So I don't believe in guilty pleasure songs. I know about Mitski, but I don't really have a favorite record. I've done a video on 21 Pilots. You should check that out if you want my thoughts on 21 Pilots. I'm noticing a trend developing here. This video is going to be... I don't think it's going to have answers, but it's going to talk about my experience and my perspective on mental illness. Guys, this is a good thumbnail. I don't listen to a ton of classical. I like Gustav Holst a lot. I like Dvorak or Dvorak, however you're supposed to pronounce it. I listen to classical when I'm tripping on psychedelics sometimes. My thoughts on the War of 1812. I wish I knew enough history to make a joke on that, but do I smoke weed? I take THC tincture. Sorry, Mom. Psilocybin is the psychedelics that I do. Just kidding. Everything I say here is a joke and not at all serious. I haven't made new posters. I'm going to be designing a new poster. Once I'm done this thumbnail, I'm going to start designing a new poster. All right, finished Haley Hendrix. Time for some more chill vibes. Controlled environments are where you should try psychedelics. You should be responsible with them. Favorite Nirvana song? That's really tough. I like a lot of Nirvana songs. Do I like the blues? Sometimes, yes, I like the blues. Please, like, don't stop asking obvious questions, people. Like, please don't ask questions for the sake of asking questions. Do I like working for myself? I really like the creative freedom of working for myself. Working for a company, I would much rather just start my own company doing motion design, which I might do. Oh, that's not a full image. I need the full album artwork. Myers-Briggs type, I'm ENFP. Favorite song pre-1940? I really like a lot of early Louis Armstrong rather. Like I really like Tiger Rag and stuff like that. I mean, I'm also like I like swing a lot. I really like Benny Goodman. Sing 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 is probably my favorite pre 1940. If you like classic rock and you want to start with Tame Impala, their first album is super Beatles esque. It's totally totally worth it. My favorite hobby apart from videos is skiing. I'm a big skier. Do I eat my greens? I'm actually a really picky eater. I force myself to eat greens, but I don't like it. How many times do I listen to an album or song before making a video on it? I kind of listen to an album repeatedly as I'm making a video on it, as I'm researching and writing the script and stuff like that. Sports do I play? I ski and I play hockey and I watch hockey. I'm a big Leafs fan, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I think I need this text to be bigger. I enjoy THC tincture legally purchased from the Canadian government. Where did I learn to edit the way that I do? Just by editing a lot and by editing the way that I do. Just making stuff and never being quite happy with what I make. Leafs should not trade Marner. I live in Canada. Luckily, I would not want to live in the States. That is a dumpster fire. What's cool about this thumbnail is that I could also kind of just go like this and tweak it a little. No, that doesn't look... That's way too dark, isn't it? Yeah, that doesn't work. I live in Vancouver. Thoughts on what's LCD sound system? They're great. All right. Now that that's done, that was fast. That was fast, guys. Let's start designing a new poster. You can see my posters. In the description of this, there should be a link to the merch. If you go down in the description, you can see the posters that I have there. The relationship between artist and art, that is an incredibly broad topic. If I was to discuss that, I would need to discuss it through a smaller lens. What are some other YouTubers I enjoy watching? A lot. I'm a big YouTube nerd. I love Jacob Geller. I like Middle 8 and Volksgeist. I like Maggie May Fish. I like a lot of Left Tube, ContraPoints, Philosophy Tube, H Bomber Guy, all of those. I like some more news. I like a lot of political videos. I like other video essayists, Nerdwriter, Captain Christian, Every Frame Painting, all of those guys. I use a Rega Planar 3 turntable. Yeah, 17776 is great. All right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna open up something I never showed you guys. This is this is a poster that I made and never sold. Actually, I have a couple posters that I've made and never ended up selling. This one is a poster for a video that's kind of going to be coming up. But would you guys buy this poster? Would you guys buy this poster? I've considered doing a series of posters like this on jazz songs or albums. I guess probably jazz albums, like lesser known jazz albums that I really like. Or not lesser known, I guess. Like they're still very well known, but you know, lesser kind of like not the big ones, like not A Love Supreme or things like that. Do I think mainstream music is used to demoralize citizens and set up for a communist takeover? I hope so. Here's another one. I mean, this one's still earlier, but Sketches of Spain. No, it's not legal to use photos. It might be legal to use public domain photos. We'll find out about that. And then the other one that I would do is this one. This is it's kind of like a set of 3 of my favorite jazz posters. What do I think of Bob Moses? I don't really think of him. Yes, I think many songs, artists, and entire kinds of music have already been completely forgotten. Yeah, I'm gonna do poster versions of videos too. More of them. Yeah, I might make more videos about disco. Disco's sick. All right, this is really taking its time loading. I'm trying to open up another one. I don't really care much about Weezer, to be quite honest. Hidden gem? I think Hosier is a hidden gem. People underrate Hosier. He's amazing. I used to have a band called Intrepid. All right, so now we're going to clear this up and make a new poster that's going to be... Oh, thanks, Francisco. Do you think it's possible for someone to be an atheist? Yeah, I'm an atheist, so I hope it's possible. Do I think of my videos as being a form of therapy? If you guys use them as a form of therapy, I hope so. I hope my videos can improve your guys' lives. That's kind of the whole... That's the whole goal, is to make people's lives better, so... What's Intrepid's best album? It was Intrepid, but we didn't have any albums. We just fucked around in my friend's house in high school. I don't know about the Manchester rave scene. I don't really know much about rave scenes or EDM. Yeah, I've seen the film Tommy. I think it's fucking bonkers. That's what I think of it. Yeah, Royal Glow are good. I like them. Or Royal Blood are decent. Who created more songs, Life or Death? That's kind of a weird question because you can't have any songs without life, but people sure do love writing about death. I play Xbox, but I don't have any brand alignment to anyone. I just use things that I play Xbox because my friends had Xboxes and I like playing games with my friends. Alright, deals with the devil. A brief musical history. Can I, What kind of games do I play? I like RTS games, and creative games. I like Minecraft a lot. I wonder if this needs to be... Yeah, my previous live streams are available, but they're unlisted right now. I'll put together a playlist with them. I don't think time is actually going backwards and our minds rationalize things the other way. I think time as we picture it doesn't exist. I think time is a non-linear entity, and I think the only reason why we think that time is linear is because we perceive time that way, which is to say I really don't, when I really get down to it and think about it, I don't really believe in free will. I gotta close out some of these other... Any good Vancouver groups? I mean, DOA are from Vancouver, and they're legendary. I'm a giant Kurt Vonnegut fan. Yes, I missed out on concerts. I missed out on Run the Jewels and Rage Against the Machine because of Corona, which I'm pretty damn rattled about. All right, we're gonna watch my Deals with the Devil video, because I need to remember what I said in it, in order to, make a poster of it. So we'll grab a new window capture. We can shrink this guy right down here. All right, you guys aren't going to get sound on this, but, Oh, whoops. I don't use ad block. I definitely don't use ad block on my own videos. I was on Parasite, but I'm taking a break to watch this video right now. I'm just going to move that guy down so that we don't have it clogged up. Oh god, this is going to be bad. I really hate watching my old videos, and this one is very old. God, this is... I'm watching on 1.5 times speed. Okay, that's great. That's great. That Tartini quote is going to be a good pull quote. So we'll pull up we'll pull this guy up. And we'll do some typography around around this. I gotta connect my headphones back. That's playing. You guys are probably hearing some Nick Drake, and this is probably about to get copyright flagged. It would seem that the devil's interested by... Okay, we're gonna text box this. What do my other posters look like? I'm gonna let me pull up my other posters so that I can get a look at them. Yeah, so I kind of break them up into columns or rows. I think this one will work better with rows because I can kind of do a time thing. So what rows do I have? I've got Faust. Maybe I'll do Faust and Giuseppe Tartini. This stream is about me making new merch. Okay, so from there, I want to go 700 to 1700, maybe 2700. That gives me 1,000 pixels room for each. So what I can do is I can kind of up here do... I think I have more room. I'm gonna do... We're talking about Faust. How many are we talking about? So we say Faust. We say... Tartini. We say Paganini. And then maybe the bottom half will be, I'll do the Crossroads as kind of its own thing there. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm kind of talking to myself here. I'm probably boring. Oh, I forgot to put up the window. Sorry guys. I'm bad at this. There. This is what I'm kind of working on right now. All right. So Dr. Faustus by Marlowe is great. And it's public domain, so I can have some of this stuff. By the way, guys, Christopher Marlowe is a dope playwright, and he's severely underrated. What do I think about the Bob Dylan going electric? I think his electric music is great. I think his acoustic music is great, and I think people need to pull their fucking heads out of their asses and let musicians do what they want to do. What would be really awesome is if I could get this poster printed on a kind of grainy paper, but I don't know if that's possible. I don't have any plans to make a porcupine tree video right now, but I might someday. Yeah, of course I've seen Almost Famous. It's a really seminal movie for me. It was what made me want to become a music journalist when I was a kid. Hi, King Cupcake. There's some real weird conversation going on in the chat. Okay, what is going on in the chat here? There's some weird nonsense going on. Any plans to make a shirt? Apparently t-shirts of YouTubers don't really don't really sell very well. So it's people say that they want a shirt, but then they won't actually buy it. So it's tough to say. You're just talking about 5D and communism and LSD. I know that was a typo, but you said Tallinn, which is the capital of Estonia, and I'm Estonian, so, well, I'm part Estonian. I need a new album to listen to. What should I put on? Let's put on the Yes album. I don't want to stop communism. No, I hate underrated music. It's overrated. No, I didn't say I was gonna put on a Yes album. I said I was gonna put on the Yes album. The Yes album. Music is overrated. This is very chaotic right now. Just so you know, this'll make more sense eventually, but right now it's pretty chaotic. I might need to not do this on a black background. That's a shame. I want to do a video on Chet Baker. I love Chet Baker. Oh, that's... I've done a video on Neil Young. I've done 2 videos on Neil Young, one of the Beatles. The black poster is better, but the images look weird inverted. Peter Gabriel Genesis is the best Genesis. Okay, no. We're changing this up. We're scrapping it. We're scrapping it. We're doing a different look. We're going... Okay. I've got it. Also, like, the psychedelic chat is nice and all, but it's getting a little overwhelming. Let's cool it on that chat in the chat, CJ. I dream of making videos completely unrelated to music. Someday I'll be able to, hopefully. I don't answer a lot of... I don't like answering this or that questions, so I probably like pet sounds better, but I don't... Anytime that I answer anything, people take it as, like, gospel that, like... My opinion is just an opinion. Like, it's really not that important. And I don't like making statements because people ride way too much on my opinion. And I might like Pet Sounds more today, and I might like Sgt. Pepper more tomorrow, because that's how music is. It depends what I've had for breakfast. It depends what I've been interested in. It depends how high I am. Like, you know... All right, here we go. No. It's you don't need to apologize. I get snippy with some of this stuff. I'm sorry, but I'm just explaining why. If you've been asking a question for an hour, and I haven't answered it, it's probably not because I haven't seen it. It's probably because I don't think that I have. It's probably because I don't think that I have that much interesting to say about it. And again, I mean, I know there's new people here. I should just put this I'm going to do this. I'm going to say I'm a Canadian. I need to apologize constantly. That it's in my DNA. There we go. Now we've got a nice little disclaimer for everyone who asks if I'm going to do a video on something. I'm going to even highlight this. I love you guys, but you drive me crazy. She drives me crazy. If you really want to know if I'll do a video on something, super chat me and I'll give you an answer, because I'm a shill. If you want videos on 2000s rock, you should check out Middle 8. He does stuff like my channel, but almost exclusively on like more contemporary alternative rock, and it's great. Okay, now that that's done, we can get back to this, because I've figured it out. Will I be banished from Canada if I fail to sing Barrett's Privateers? Probably. Luckily for you, I'm a drunken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Cross rounds, that's what I'm talking about, right? Oh, the year was 17... What year was it? Maybe I'll be kicked out of Canada. 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. A letter of marque came from the king to the scummiest vessel I'd ever seen. God damn them all, I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Blonde on Blonde is better than Blood on the Tracks from Commissary Gadget. I don't know. That's tough. That's really tough, because those are both incredible albums. I don't even think one is better than the other. I think those are yeah, I honestly, those are two of the best albums ever made. My problem with this is the word devil needs to be longer, or the word crossroads needs to be shorter. Can one of you change language and fix that for me, please? I would much appreciate it. If I needed to pick, I would say my Dylan album ranking probably goes Blonde on Blonde, Blood on the Tracks. Bringing It All Back Home might actually be my favorite. Blonde on Blonde, Blood on the Tracks. I love Desire. Desire is a severely underrated Bob Dylan album. It's one of his best in my mind. Alright, so what I'm basically going to do with this poster is I'm basically going to... How wide is this? This is... $54.75. What is half of $54.75? $27.37.5. That's fucking great. Why is this dimension so weird? There we go. Commissaire Gadget again with the Kroner says, Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands and Memphis Blues are favorites of his. Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands is incredible. I really love Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands. I think that's a pretty delightful song. Because if I do the Devil in the Crossroads, I can use some of the art that I made. So we want to start with Hecate, I think. If you want to support me on Nebula but have no money, you can actually watch one video free on Nebula, and that actually still supports me. So when my next video comes out early on Nebula, you should watch it. Yes, I've heard of The Devil Went Down to Georgia. I've done a video on Jesus Christ Superstar. Of course I love it. I love Jesus Christ Superstar. I specifically love Jesus Christ Superstar because of the way that it challenges a lot of existing doctrine. It paints Judas in a very, very sympathetic light. If you want my personal opinion, then ask my thoughts. Don't say, do I like? You guys need to get better at asking questions. Thanks, Alfred. A good song to sing in the shower? Lizzo is very good to sing in the shower. Lizzo's quality shower music. Yes, Tycho, you are correct. Ask open-ended question. Open-ended questions lead for good conversation. Open-ended questions and not like this or that questions. Like not who's better, the Beatles or the Beach Boys or whatever. Those questions are very boring. So the thing with the devil, I don't want to put text on the sign. I like the idea of maybe I'll try the devil and the sign kind of a little more centered. But this is just kind of a background image because we're going to have a lot of text on it. Where you can buy some DMT in Europe, ask Joe Rogan. All right, the devil and the crossroads. Except I want this flipped the other way. Nope, I just want the crossroads. I pick my timing well, Visky. Yeah, George Harrison was as innovative as Lennon and McCartney. George Harrison is absolutely brilliant. He's my favorite Beatle, and I have completely unbiased opinions about him. What are my thoughts on the Division Bell? I don't really listen to post Waters Floyd that much. I don't think it's bad. It's just not as good as Waters Floyd. Some of my favorite modern artists, The Comet is Coming, Hozier, Haley Hendrix, who I was listening to earlier. I like Shaky Graves a lot. I mean, I also love like Kendrick Lamar, obviously. She hasn't got time to be kidding right. Yeah, I love I'm Not There. I'm Not There is a fantastic movie. All right, what do you guys think of this poster? Do you guys like how this is starting to come together? My favorite song by Yes is actually the song that's on right now. I've Seen All Good People. I love I've Seen All Good People. An instant comment. Pet Sounds era Beach Boy. Post Pet Sounds era Beach Boys. They're okay. They're not as good as Pet Sounds era Beach Boys. Is this a poster that you guys? I mean, obviously it's very early on. I'm going to be putting a lot of text and infographics and stuff, but generally, is this starting to shape up into a poster that you guys would want on your walls? Yeah, I think grain and stuff like that will go on after. Yeah, no, there's still stuff coming, Danny Guest. Oh, one of the Beatles. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for talking with me. So what we're gonna do too now is we're gonna have some sections. So we're gonna have Faust. Oh, Tears in Heaven. I know a really bad Eric Clapton joke. Do you guys want to hear my really off-color Eric Clapton joke? This joke might get me canceled. What's the difference between a baby and a bag of cocaine? Eric Clapton would never let a bag of cocaine fall out a window. Yeah, no, it's bad. Mario, I'm gonna put up another fucking disclaimer on this, guys. Mario, let me okay, I'm sorry again. I'm sorry to throw you under the bus here. But let's find out. Let's find out if I will do a video on the Talking Heads. Let's see. Let's see what happens if we go up and we search Polyphonic Talking Heads. What? What? I've done a video on the Talking Heads already? How long did that take to find out? I am alienating people, but... Alright, so we want Faust. Yeah, I say sorry because I'm Canadian. That's how we talk. My favorite video I've worked on is my Run the Jewels video. My Run the Jewels video is amazing. All right. Hey, Bandstand's in here again. Oh, I love MF Doom. He's really good. I do a mixture of Spotify and physical music. Yeah, sorry. I breathe into the mic sometimes because because I'm thinking. Maybe okay, what are you guys thinking of? Okay, I'm going to do some kind of so I'm thinking maybe up here. Up here, I'm thinking I might do kind of like the top part of being Robert Johnson, and then kind of the bottom half describing Tartini, Faust, the history, things like that. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm listening. The Yes album is there because I'm listening to it. I might make a Yes album video at some point. Also, the playing in my headphones is probably the hint as to why the Yes album is there. I think the other thing that I want to do is Commissaire Gadget. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Thanks for all your donations, Commissaire Gadget. You're a hero. Oh, yo, this is not gonna matter to anyone in the chat. Um, but Joe Thornton just signed with the Leafs, which is amazing. Would love to. I'm really excited to see Joe Thornton play in a Leafs jersey. All right, so what's kind of going on with this poster? This is my headspace. If you guys want to get a peek into the process, so I'm kind of thinking at the top I'm gonna have Robert Johnson. I'm gonna talk about Robert Johnson, and then the right hand side below him is going to be talking about kind of the history of the Crossroads, which is speaking to the video that I've got coming out later this year. And then the left-hand side is going to be talking a little bit about the history of the Faustian bargain, which is my Deals with the Devil video. So on the left-hand side, we're going to have Paganini, Giuseppe Tartini, stuff like that. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to have Hecate, Papa Legba, all of this stuff. that's what's going on here. And while we're here, let's grab us some Legba. I will refer you to the giant thing about will I do a video on this thing that is sitting there. I really like Secret Path, Gord Downey's thing. Um, uh, I love the movie, well, the like show thing too. I'm a big fan of Jeff Lemire. He's actually one of my favorite comic creators. So, Secret Path, Gord Downey stuff is awesome. Yeah, Gord Downey. We're coming up on the anniversary of Gord Downey's death, which is a bummer. All right, this is starting to come together. No, I don't. I often listen to music on playlists. I make a lot of my playlists, but it's easy for this. I like putting albums on, and sometimes I like listening to whole albums. All right, let's get some Laura Mipsum up in here. Oh, geez, this is big. Okay. Um. Here. All right. What albums am I hyped for right now? I don't really keep up to date with incoming albums. That's just not how I tend to listen to music. I listen to albums when I get to them, so I mean, sometimes artists that I like really love, like whenever Kendrick Lamar announces his next album, I'll be really amped for that, but I don't know what really sparked my passion for music. I've kind of just always had it. You can see some of my playlists on Watch Polyphonic on Spotify. Most of my stuff I use my personal account, though, for. Man, time is flying by on this stream. I already need a new album. What should I put on? Something chill. Something with chill vibes. I would not share my personal Spotify account, because I don't want to. That one should be kind of obvious why I don't want to share my personal Spotify account, because I don't want you guys knowing everything about my personal life, and I don't want you to know certain kinds of playlists that I make and things like that. And also because everyone puts so much value into the music that I say I listen to or things like that. It's a lot of pressure. Oh, thanks, Catch the Rainbow. Catch the Rainbow said I should be really proud of myself. I am. Thank you. I'm glad I could help you discover your musical journey. So I believe in separating art from artist, but I think it's a really complicated topic. But I would also think another thing I think, especially with someone like John Lennon, is I really truly believe that people are capable of change, and I believe John Lennon is someone who did change. I think I think people are far too quick to hold one opinion of someone in their head, and to, once someone has done something bad, write them off forever. And I really genuinely don't believe that. And if you don't believe in like capital punishment, and if you believe justice is for rehabilitation and stuff like that, you should believe that people are capable of change as well. It's not that my playlists are awful. It's just that I don't want to put like my fuck playlists up in public. Is that what you want me to say? Getting horny on Maine here. Also, generally, the music I listen to, for the most part, a lot of the music I listen to is the music that I'm doing videos on. Like, a lot of my day-to-day listening is music that I'm doing videos on, and in my spare time, I listen to way more podcasts and audiobooks than music. The other thing, too, is curating playlists for Spotify is a lot of work and takes a lot of time. Playlists for myself, I just kind of throw together and give random names. So curating stuff for Spotify takes a lot of time, and I really don't have a lot of time because I do everything alone. Good night, to the person who's leaving. God, Photoshop changed how the move tool works, and it's the most obnoxious thing in the world. Because someone said, why don't I get a coworker? And the reason is that as soon as I start hiring other people, my job ceases to become making videos, and my job becomes managing other people, and I don't like managing other people. So there's no real channel story behind my channel name. It's just a name that it's just a word that I've always liked. My opinion on singles, I don't know how many is too many. Depends how good they are. I do think that there's this opinion that like deep cuts are what you really go for, but most of the time singles are chosen as singles for a reason, and a lot of the time it's because they're the best songs, and they're the songs that the artists think are the best songs. All right, Visky, I'm gonna point you to the disclaimer. No, singles are not always radio-friendly versions. Often singles are the full version. The line between EP and LP, I mean, it's a length thing, right? It comes the line between EP and LP comes from Like, it comes from an actual dividing line of a length thing from 10-inch versus 12-inch records. A TV show recommendation? If you want to learn more about hip-hop, the evolution of hip-hop is on Netflix, and it's amazing. I need to get better at naming my layers. What are you guys thinking of this poster right now? Is this starting to turn into something that you would want on your wall? Too much text. The point of the poster is to be a kind of like info poster, but I could also just make some art with the Robert Johnson. I can make some of the art that I use in the video. I mean, I'm not a graphic designer by trade, but what I do is graphic design, so yes, I'm a graphic designer, but not by trade or training. But like, graphic design is an important part of Polyphonic, so I'm kind of a graphic designer in that sense. Yeah, I'm working towards getting more on the poster. This is not a finished product yet. I'm just checking in with you guys. Also, I have a really important question to ask you guys. Should I eat some Crispix or some Golden Grams? Wait, you guys don't know what Crispix are? Crispix are the best. I mean, Golden Grams are also the best. Whew. All right. I'm getting tired, so I might call it on this stream soon. I love lyric videos. I would love to make lyric videos for a living. I really like lyric videos. I don't play the electric triangle, but I do play the acoustic theremin. Oh, Jacques Brel is really good. Oh, Tash Sultana is awesome. I love Tash Sultana. Yes, I play bass and piano are my main instruments. I also play a bit of harmonica and a bit of guitar. No, I've heard of JoJo. Of course, I've heard of JoJo. I don't live in a hole. I haven't watched it. Fender Mustang is, and I also have a double bass. I don't have either with me here though. They're both back at my parents' place across the country because I didn't have enough space when I moved, and I don't play a ton right now. There was some copyright issues with the Sister Rosetta Tharpe video. It should be back up now, though. If you look now, it was earlier this week. It was down because of copyright stuff. I needed to mute a song, but it should be public now. How did I discover new songs and artists? I listen to the radio. My friends show them to me. Spotify. No, I wouldn't make a music video on an artist I don't like because that's not fun. Can I pin a comment? All right. My mental energy is depleting. It is various times in various parts of Canada, but where I am, it is 2:30 in the afternoon. In Canada right now, it is 2:32, 1:32, 12. No, wait, 2:32, 3:32, 4:32, 5:32, and like 6:02 or something, because Newfoundland time is really dumb. Fun fact, Canada has a time zone that operates on the half hour, not on the hour. I do not think Canada is in the wrong for CanCon. In fact, I think that CanCon and forcing Canadians to listen to Canadian music is the only reason why Canadian music exists. It's the only reason why Canadian music hasn't been completely devoured by the cultural behemoth that is the US. So I think CanCon is really, really important for Canadian radio. What I need is a more decorative set of lines here. Yeah, Rush are Canadian, and Rush would not exist without CanCon. I mean, Rush literally have a song shouting out a Toronto radio station that played them all the time, and that Toronto radio station would not have played them all the time without CanCon regulations. You can thank CanCon for Rush, the Tragically Hip, the Arkells, July Talk, like the vast, even the success of Neil Young. I mean, Neil Young had success in the States as well, but you can thank CanCon for basically every Canadian musician you love. April Wine definitely don't exist without CanCon. Like there are so many artists that CanCon has helped to thrive. I'm a big supporter of CanCon. You actually can't hate CanCon for Bryan Adams because Bryan Adams succeeded in the States mainly. So All right. All right. Gals, guys, and otherwise, thank you all for joining in on this stream. I think that's going to be it for today because I am running out of steam. Thank you guys all so much for watching. This has been really fun. Hopefully I'll be doing it again soon. Love you guys. Oh, and thanks again, Commissary Gadget, for one more super chat with the buy. Commissary Gadget is the real hero. They've been throwing the super chats all chat long, and I really appreciate that.